we have a full agenda today. So we'll start off with the Fax introduction and the different presenters. Casa is our partner that's going to be presenting today on different tips on and different business programs that they have. We'll do some polls. Please take time and answer those poll questions. And then we do have gift cards or giveaways. So these giveaways are for the business owners, and I highly encourage you to stay until the very end so that you could, if you get a chance to, select from King Supers or $100 from Ace, or also $50 from Lucy's Ethiopian restaurant. You have an opportunity to win that. So you have to stay until the very end to be selected. And then at the very end, at the real very end here, we will have Mikasa staff will stay on to answer some questions. And after that, we can also schedule one-on-one appointments for you. Okay. And I'll introduce our Executive Director, Monica Martinez, so she can give us an overview.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Sabe. Once again, my name is Monica Martinez, and I'm the Executive Director of the Fax Partnership. And look at the team we have now featured on our slide. You all, I'm sure, have worked with Sabe and Veronica. Sabe is our Business Outreach Manager, and Veronica is our Outreach Assistant, helping our business community. We also have Residential Support Office that is managed by Nade Nadao. And at the end of this presentation, you'll hear about an upcoming event we have for the Residential Services Office. Antoinette West joined our team in December, and she manages a collaborative that we're a part of, along with Casa. And that collaborative is called Act 303. And it is to build support in this community for our residents and businesses. This event is an example of the work we're doing to support our business community. And Laku is on the call as our Amharic interpreter, but I'm pleased to announce that he's joined our team. So we have an additional outreach assistant. I realize we haven't even updated his title for this slide. It still says outreach contractor. So our team has grown. We are 6 people strong, and we look forward to continuing to work with our partners like Mikasa, as well as, most importantly, our business community. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. So let me introduce Ana Sanchez. Ana's on the call. She is with Mikasa Resource Center, and she's going to give a presentation today about business tips and tricks and business plan items. And I'm pleased to pass it over to Ana. Thank you so much. And I did just see Fax board member and East Fax TAP business owner joining the call. So thanks for joining us, Tor. And yes, like Sabe said, any of our business owners that join, feel free to put your name in the chat. And thanks for coming out today, everybody. Ana, please take it away.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you very much. I am a bilingual business advisor and instructor for Mikasa. It's a pleasure to be here. And I will try to give an overview of Mikasa, the programs, everything that we do. But at the end of the day, it's what Mikasa can do for you. So I want to take a little poll to see where we are. I want to get to know our audience a little more. So briefly, on a scale from 1 to 5, how well do you understand, wait a minute, I can't read it from here. Okay, how well do I understand the purpose of a business plan? How important is a business plan? Not at all, slightly, somewhat, fairly well, or very well. The second poll question is, are you currently looking for the tools?
Ana, let's first do this question.
Okay.
And then look at the poll results, and then we move on to the next question.
Perfect.
So looks like people are still voting. And let's just give them another minute or another few seconds to vote. The votes are coming in fast and furious, folks. Give it another moment. Okay, do you want to close that poll, Veronica? Okay. Should I click? Oh, there we go. Ana, you can see the results there?
Okay, very well. Oh, I'm so happy. I have my work cut out for me. I'm really happy that I have business owners here that understand the value of a business plan. I'm going to go over it in a little bit. So now, are you currently, and these questions, we can do both of them together. Are you currently looking for the tools and resources to help you start your business or to grow your business is the second question. So I want to know if you're a startup or if you are already in business.
And once again, we have to do these polls one at a time. So the first question is, are you currently looking for tools and resources to help you start your business?
Startups.
Startups. We'll give that another minute. I keep saying minute, but I'm lying. I mean like 30 seconds. Okay. You want to close that poll, Veronica? Huh. Okay, a little 50-50 here. 50% of the folks said yes, they're looking to start a business, and 38% said no, and then one person said sure. So maybe we'll go to the next poll.
Yes. Now, are you currently looking for the resources and the tools to grow your business?
Maybe another second. I think about 6 folks are voting. So maybe we close that. Oh, 7.
Yes. And my last poll question is, would you like a free business consultation with any of our business advisors at the Casa?
And I'll just comment that everybody on the call wants to grow their business. So
okay.
Yeah,
So
the American way, right?
Yeah. Make sure that you leave us your contact information for us to get back at you.
Okay, and one moment, Sabe just wants to acknowledge some of the other business owners that just joined.
So as more people come in, I'll continue interrupting you, Anna. We have Mustafa here with Oda LLC, and also Fode with Abbas Hair Braiding, and Roland. Roland is a contractor. So yeah, welcome everybody. Go ahead, Anna.
Yes, no, that takes care of the poll, and we can continue with a little icebreaker for you to be able to introduce yourself and let our community know what kind of business. Would you go to the next slide, please? Before I can tell you about Mi Casa, I want to know about you, who you are and what you are doing. So if you would like to participate with this question, my name is, I am here because I want to start a business, I want to manage, I want to grow, or for whatever other reasons, please unmute your microphone and be my guest. If not, I'll continue.
And Abdisa, welcome from First Denver Limo.
Thank you for having me.
Should we continue, Sabe, or?
Does anyone want to share your name, what your business is? If you would like, you can unmute yourself and share that.
If you don't want, it's okay. I more or less got a picture of the audience here, and what we can do at the end when we can schedule our one-on-one, we can go into more detail. Well, okay. Let's go to the next slide then. What is Mi Casa Resource Center? We are a nonprofit organization. We've been in Denver for the past 45 years. We were founded by a group of minority immigrant women, Latino women like me, that wanted to create better conditions, better opportunities for themselves and their families. And how do we do this wonderful work that we do for our community and that I'm very proud to be a part of this legacy. Next slide. We do it through two basic programs. We do it through our business pathways programs or our career pathways programs. Mi Casa prides itself in meeting you, the participant, where you are. And by doing so, we provide you with the trainings, the business consulting one-on-one that you need, with workshops like this, with a pro bono patent program and navigation services to give you this holistic support. You're going to ask yourself, what are navigation services? Well, sometimes when we're starting a business, we confront other situations that are not necessarily related to the business, but that are there and we need to take care of them. Our navigator will help you remove all those obstacles, whether it's problems with transportation, childcare, whatever is happening in your life, we are there to support you through our programs or our collaborators. And we do the same thing at Careers Pathways. You're looking for a job at this moment. Some of our participants are starting a business, but they also need to find a job until they can get the revenues that they want to be receiving. And what do we do here? Same, trainings, workshops, career coaching, and navigation services. Next slide, please. A little bit about our one-on-one consultations. We have a team of expert advisors in business that will meet with you to help you do your financial planning, marketing, and sales, whether it's organizing your business operation. Are you looking to hire and managing employee, or do you need help with your licensing? All these things will come up in a business consultation. And the good thing is that they are free. We are sponsored by the Small Business Administration, and we get to meet with you for your business needs. Next slide, please. Okay, so our business cycle, the business cycle starts at planning your business. Once you finish doing that assessment that you do in planning, kicking the tires, like we like to say, you're ready to launch your business. And after you launch your business, it's not there, it's not finished there. We continue to help you to grow, to manage and grow your business. So through all the stages of your business development, Mi Casa Resource Center is there to help you grow. And we've been doing this for the past 45 years. Next slide, please. Okay, this community of entrepreneurs that we have here, the first thing, the ones that are starting a business or they want to continue growing their business, do I have what it takes, is what we're all asking ourselves. Now, there are two channels. Do I have the circumstances? Do I have that window of opportunity that is needed for me to launch and grow my business? Or do I have the necessary resources, or a combination of both? So once the circumstances are favorable, once you know the resources you're going to need, then you start testing your business idea. Is it feasible? And what everybody goes through, it's not new, this anxiety of where do I start, because you're seeing everything happening at the same time. Well, the point of start is the business plan. In the business plan, we are going to be able to see those financial resources that we need, that support network that we are also going to be needing, the administration that we as entrepreneur is going to be our role job. So this is more or less at bird's eye view what it takes to plan a business. Let's continue. We must be very realistic at this point and very humble, sort of say. It's okay to ask for help. There is a lot of help available, but we need to know what it is that you need to be able to provide it. Next slide, please. Okay, the process of starting a business, I compare it to having a baby. The first step, you choose a name for your baby. Is the name available in the state of Colorado? Well, you check that with the Department of State. And if it's available, you go on to take out that baby's social security number, which for a business, it's called an employer identification number. And you get that from the IRS. Take advantage of it because it's the only thing the IRS is going to give you for free. Now, step number 3 is to open a bank account, because you never ever, once you start a business, want to mix your business finance with your personal finance. You will lose the protection that you have separating your personal assets, which is what you do when you register your business with the Secretary of State, if you mix your funds. Any questions up to now? I really don't mind if you interrupt me with a question. You don't want to wait until the end. I'm happy to answer it. If there are no questions, we can go to the next slide.
I have a quick comment. I
Yes.
just Alma's on here. Alma's with with Lucy's Ethiopian restaurant, and her restaurant's actually, you have an opportunity to win a $50 gift card to her business. Tor also with East Fax tab. On your previous slide, Anna, you mentioned network, and I just want to remind you all, this is your network. All of the business owners on here, like there are so many businesses here, and you already have started like your own network, if you will, really by being here. So continue, Anna.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that information, because not only will you be able, through workshops like this, not only will you be able to get the knowledge that you were looking for, but just as important is the connections that you're making, the people that are going to be there to support you and your business, whether it be as sponsors, whether it be as any modality whatsoever. But always know that wherever you are doing networking for your business. Okay, so registering your business, like I said before, with the Secretary of State, you get to choose the business structure, whether it's a sole proprietor, a partnership, a limited liability company, or corporation or trade name. There is a list of the different modalities that you can choose from. Most small businesses are LLC because it's the easiest, most flexible structure. You also want to check with your local government, especially when it's a food business. Remember, there are county requirements as well as the state requirements. The Department of Revenue to take out your sales tax license, okay? And I already mentioned the identification number. I wanted to put all these websites and all these links in this page because we're going to be sharing this presentation with you. Next slide, please. When you register your business with the Secretary of State, it is required by the law. When you start a business, you have to separate it. And it gives you, like I said before, protection. Plus, it gives you credibility, because trust me, if I'm going to be doing business with you, I am going to research you. And if you're not a registered business, that's going to raise a lot of questions. Plus, remember the PPP? Well, if you were not a registered business, you would not have been able to have access to these funds. Next slide, please.
Business owners, if you're just joining in and if your name is not showing on your screen, please put your name in the chat and the name of your business, just so that we all know what you do and we'll come to your shop or your place of business, okay?
Your employer identification number. A question that always comes up in most of my classes is, I have an IT number. Can I take out an EIN? Who knows the answer to that? Anybody want to volunteer? I see somebody unmuting. Well, the answer is yes. Yes, you can take out an EIN number with your IT number. The only difference is that you can't do it online. You just have to do it by fax. But if you come to Mi Casa, we can help you with the application as well as with submitting the fax as well. Next slide, please. Okay, these are a couple of the county websites that I've put here for you, because as a reminder that you have to check with them as well. Businesses have not only regulations at a county level, but they also, some have incentives for certain communities. So check with them first. And if you need for us to write an introduction or ways of contacting them, we'd be happy to do so. Next slide. Any questions up to now? No? Okay, let's start with the business cycle and presenting our business plan. I said before that the business cycle starts with the planning of the business. From there, you analyze whether your business idea is feasible. You refine your business concept, and then you're ready to launch your business. From launching, once you start your business, obviously you need to manage this very closely. The first years of a business are critical, and you have to make sure that you have all the financial controls, all the administrative controls in place, because most likely small business owners are a one-person band, and you want to continuously revise all your systems, all your processes to make sure that they are working towards your goal, towards your long-term vision. And this is the business cycle that we arrange for our classes. Our first class starts business success plan, and that's exactly what you do during those first 6 weeks. From there, you're ready to launch your business, and you either go to business success launch or you go with me to La Receta if you're a food business. But we don't leave you alone there. We continue with this mentorship, with this support, with this network, with this safety net throughout your entire business cycle. So this is how our programs and our services are designed. Let me go into a little bit more detail. Next slide, please. The business plan that we are going to be constructing together, it's all about 3 parts, okay? This is not a 200-page business plan. This is a practical, hands-on. We work together in class preparing this. And it's about refining the concept. What are we doing? Doing the marketing. Is my business idea feasible in this area that I want to start it? How do I do a market analysis? Where do I get the help to do a market analysis? It's not easy, but if you go to the public library after taking the business success plan, you know exactly what you are looking for to be able to test your idea before you start spending your money. Once you have the concept, you're ready to sell that concept, right? And that's when you start doing your marketing. And last but not least, the financial part. What is this going to cost me? Where am I going to get the resources? What are my startup costs? What is it going to cost me every month to run the show? How much do I have to sell? All those questions, you have to be able to answer them before, not after. Second, next slide, please. And the purpose of a business plan, okay, everybody thinks that it's just to get a loan. No, it helps you focus your ideas. Because trust me, if you don't write it down, you're going to get 20 ideas every day. You're passionate about this, you're excited, and you're just creating. You have to sit down and organize those thoughts into a business plan. it helps you create this blueprint for later managing the company from the start to the end, because the first part of a business plan is, how do you see yourself 10 years from now? That's your vision. And everything else is the ladder that you're building to get to that vision. You don't write it down, it'll change. It'll just not happen the way you thought it would happen. It provides you a vehicle to obtain capital. Yes, a bank, an institution will say, well, especially for startups, show me your business idea. Show me why I should invest in this idea. Because when a bank gives you money, that's what they're doing. Investing in you, investing in your idea. And they want to see it in paper. They want to see that you really thought about this. Okay? So this is the essence, the purpose of a business plan. Next slide. What goes into the concept? Well, what I said before, how do you see yourself 10 years from now? That's your vision. How are you going to get there? What is the verb, the action, the activities? What are the things that you're going to do to get there? That is your mission. And your values. Well, your brand will exist either by accident, right? Because once you put yourself out there, people are going to make an opinion of what they see. Or it could be something that you very strategically, very carefully planned. The face that you want to show the world, the best picture of you, right? That is what you have to think about at this point, because from there, we're going to build your brand. Next slide, please. And what is your brand? Well, all these things. Your name, your identity, your logo, your advertising, your marketing, your color palette, everything speaks your brand. Don't let it be by accident. Plan your brand. Why? Because it'll make me identify with you at a non-verbal level. Why will I prefer your business when there's 100 other businesses just like yours, right? Well, I'll tell you why, and I'll give you an example. There's this brand of really ugly shoes from my perspective. Forgive me if you like them. And they were called the Tom Sneaker shoes. They were expensive. But why did I always buy a pair of those shoes? And why did I buy my children a pair of those shoes as well? Because I identified with the brand. Because for every pair of shoes, and they made sure that everybody knew that for every pair of shoes that you bought, they would give another pair of free shoes to a person in a third world country that needed that shoe. So this is something that I use as an example, but make sure you put a lot of thought into your brand and make sure that those values that are not negotiable for you are what stand out, because at the end of the day, it's going to help you do better. Next one. Social media and marketing. I don't think that for this audience here, I have to tell them the importance of social media, but I can tell you that it's very important that you also plan this, because it becomes a bowl of spaghetti, honestly, when you don't have a social media calendar. You cannot speak the same way to the audience in Facebook as you would in LinkedIn. You have to have a strategy. You have to have content. You have to have a different vocabulary. And you have to build this all the time. It cannot be something that I do sometimes when I have time. This is a very, very, very important part of your business. Next slide, please. And we get to the nitty gritty, to the money, to the moolah. Where is it going to come from? How much is it going to cost me to start it? I have to look at all the one-shot deal situations. right? And I have to make that list so that the bank or whoever is going to be my financial partner, or even for my own control, I need to look at these numbers. And you don't have to figure this out by yourself. There are templates of templates of templates that will show you what these costs are, that will give you more or less a ballpark figure of what the industry expenses are, and we will work that with you. Not only will we bring in our own instructors, but we also bring in accountants and CPAs and lawyers to answer all these financial questions for you. Next slide, please. Okay, what does the startup and working capital include? What goes into these financial? Well, let's start with your Secretary of State $50 registration, your permits, your license, your product development, your beginning inventory, and all the other resources that go into the startup. Before I end, next slide, please. I want to show you, and I couldn't put them all. I'm sorry that this is so crowded, but this is just to give you a glance of our upcoming events. Next month, we give an overview of considering a business. We do this in Spanish and in English. And we also give a workshop on considering a food business, which is the course of La Receta. We also have social media boot camps in English, and we also offer them in Spanish. These boot camps are in person. And I couldn't possibly go into our entire calendar. It's lengthy. We are constantly giving different events, whether it's directly with us or with our collaborators. But I did put our calendar link here in this page that I'd be happy to share with you. Next page, please. The business success class that I was talking about starts in August 24th. It's a 6-week course. It meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Zoom, 5:30 to 7 o'clock. And it's for startup entrepreneurs. What will you learn? Well, you will refine your business idea, your vision, your mission, your values. You will understand who your target market is, because nobody has unlimited funds to advertise to everybody. So you have to be very, very strategic when it comes to identifying your market, and you analyze your competition and your unique selling points. That is what you are going to be building in those 6 weeks. And let me tell you a little bit about my program, which is La Receta. In the next slide, please. What is La Receta? Well, La Receta is a food business accelerator. 6 weeks, like Sabe said. How did you say? On fires or something? A very intensive online course that will help you do your business, your food business plan, navigate through all the licensing. It can be a little bit confusing here and there. You will develop your menu, and you will know the different types of financial resources that are available. We offer this in Spanish and in English. Before you start La Receta, we want to prepare your business foundation. So you would take the business success plan, and after you graduate from there, you take the food business accelerator, which starts on October 11th. So that is what I had for you today. If you have any questions, I will be very, very happy to answer them. If you would like to meet with me or with any of our other business consultants, I'd be happy to get your information as well. I hope this was useful. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity and letting us speak to our community that we're so committed to. Oh, yeah, this is for the business consultation information.
If you have